Good afternoon. My name is Shannon Sims, and today I'm going to do basically a power vinyasa flow. We're going to energize, we're going to burn some calories, and I want you to start off in a comfortable seated pose. I'm going to start off sitting on a block. Turn the block a little bit. Bring your knees a little closer together. If you have an Indian style pose, that's okay, though I'd like your knees to drop down. So I just want you to close your eyes for a moment and start to just do a body scan. See a little how you feel. Try to keep the spine as straight as you can, pulling the belly in, shoulders are back. And just be present. We're going to start off with a little pranayama. Pranayama is basically controlled or conscious breathing. Prana is your life force. And a yama is extension. So sometimes we're controlling and consciously controlling our breath. This one is for energy. So we're going to start off with a breathing technique called Bhastrika. We're going to do this breathing technique for about 30 seconds. You're going to follow my prompts. We're going to exhale, hold our breath a little bit. Inhale, hold our breath. If you have unmedicated heart issues, high blood pressure, feel free not to hold the breath and just breathe naturally. If at any time you feel as though you're suffocating, you're holding too long. So let it go and make this a gradual process. We don't have to get up to a really high hold on any of our breathing until it's comfortable and our lungs start to expand a little bit more. So Bhastrika is both a belly and a chest breath, and you're going to rapidly breathe in and out through your nose, and it looks a little like this. So you can see my chest is moving as well as my belly, though I'm trying to focus a little bit more on the chest part of it. You're going to sit up as tall as you can, so the low spine is dropping down, which is why it's a good idea to have the knees down. And the elongation of the spine allows for the lungs and the diaphragm to fully contract. So we're not hunched over, keeping the diaphragm from being able to pull down and the lungs to expand a little bit more. If you start to again feel lightheaded at all, just breathe in and out naturally. So bring your hands to a comfortable position on your lap and close your eyes for a moment. We're going to breathe in through your nose, full deep breath, and then full exhale out. We're going to breathe in halfway and begin. Three, two, one. Big inhale. Exhale fully. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully. Hold 30 seconds. Five more seconds. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale halfway. Begin. Inhale. Exhale. Hold for 10 seconds. Inhale. Hold. Ten. 20. And exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale halfway. Begin. And maybe go a little faster if you're able. Four, three, two, one. Inhale. Exhale fully. Hold 10 seconds. Inhale. And hold. Relax your shoulders, relax your body. Start to notice any area of tension or stress. And try to relax as the lungs expand. As we oxygenate the body, the heart gets moving a little bit more. We need to stay in more of a relaxed pose. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale fully. And then exhale. Stay here for a moment. Focus on your third eye space between the eyebrows. Maybe palms are either up in receptivity or down, needing maybe a little bit more grounding. And just notice what your body is asking for today. Notice if the energy or the place that you started your practice is already just a little different. And then starting to balance out your breath, breathing in through your nose, out through your nose, using your Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi pranayama, that victorious breath. Samavriti, making the breath balanced, so making the inhale the same as your exhale. And then opening the eyes, bringing yourself into a tabletop position. Maybe bringing the blocks out over towards the side or not using the blocks if you don't need them. Press the hands down and take a moment and just stretch out the wrist. Spread the fingers out. And then turn your fingers so they're facing over towards the corners of your mat, not fully over towards the long edge. And then as though you're opening a jar, I want you to turn towards the left side and then turn in toward the right. Keep the arms up as straight as you can. Turn to the left, bend the elbows, turn to the right, straighten. One more time. Turn to the left, bend the elbows, turn to the right. Bring the fingers forward and then turn the fingers so they're facing in towards the knees. Move the fingers a little back and forth, or the body back and forth, and ground into the fingertips. And then rippling the spine up, pushing through the hands, pressing the wrists down, lifting the body up as high as you can. Push the head through the arms. Draw your navel in, press to the tops of the toes. See if you can start bending the elbows. Pull the elbows back, keep the thumbs connected, and maybe peel the wrists off the ground. Try to keep the fingerprints connected, the knuckles connected, and pull the fingers back as much as you can. Maybe the thumbs are still connected. Reach the fingers or the wrists back down and then place the fingers forward. Curl your toes, glide back into your downward facing, and just take a moment here, sissing the knees. Maybe widening the downward dog, taking the legs out a little bit wider, maybe even walking the hands forward a little bit more. See if you can lengthen your downward dog and then swivel everything over towards the left side and just push your hip down a little. Straighten the legs or bend the knees and just kind of feel what feels good. Turn the toes forward and then bring the heels over to the right side. Let the right hip come down a little bit. Straighten or bend the knees. Reach yourself back and then shift yourself forward, finding this long plank. So reach the crown of the head forward, draw the navel in, pull the heels back. And as you pull the heels back, lift up through the arms, get the shoulder blades as high as you can, and then peel the body over towards the left side. Keep the knife edge of the foot down on the left and start to drop the hip down as far as you can. On your inhale, push through the ground and lift the right rib cage up towards the sky, keeping the arches connected. And then lower down one more time. Inhale, pressing up, lift the ribs, and then take the toes forward and the heels come over to the other side. Knife edge of the right foot is down. Press the hips down, start to micro bend the right elbow, let the hip drop down. On your inhale, elevate, push through the arms, push away from the mat. And then lift your ribs up towards the sky. Think about bringing the right hip down. Bend your right elbow, maybe gaze forward. And then exhale, press up. Try to get the rib cage up towards the sky. Bring the heels back towards the back of the mat. And if you can, widen your stance just a little bit more. Keep walking back until you almost have your hands and your feet reaching into the far corners of your mat. See if you can shift yourself forward. Lift your heart, lift your chest. If you're able, keep walking the fingers forward, walk the toes back, and hold this plank position. If you need to drop the knees down, drop the knees down. I know it's awkward. Staying here for 3 and 2. And 1, bring the knees down slowly, uncurl the toes, toes touch the back of the mat, lift the heart forward, keep the arms straight. Draw the shoulder blades back, gaze over the right shoulder. Coming back into the center and then gaze over the left. Bend the elbows, pull your arms back behind you, reach the fingers back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press into the toes, see if you can lift the heart. Exhale, lower. We're going to stay down on the inhale, come up on the exhale, and blow it out through your mouth. So inhale, and then exhale. Shh. Lift up. Inhale, coming down. Exhale. Shh. Inhale, coming down one more time. Exhale. Shh. Hold here. Lift the heart. Try to keep the toes connected. Pull the shoulder blades back. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1, lowering down. Take the hands by your side, curl your toes, stay in this wide downward or child's pose. Walk the fingers forward, press the arm bones down. And then see if you can stretch the fingers a little bit more. Wrists come up towards the sky, press the shoulder blades out. Take the forearms down, find a dolphin pose, so press the tailbone up. Walk the elbows in a little bit more, but keep the hands where they are. So see if you can start squeezing into the shoulders and then walk the feet in so they're hip distance. Gaze towards the thumbs, squeeze the elbows towards each other. Rise up onto the toes and then bring the heels back down. Bend the knees if you need to. Rise up onto the toes, bring the heels back down. And if they don't come down, that's okay. Lift up one more time. And then exhale, take the heels down. Bring your knees down, pop up into your hands, find your tabletop. Bring and extend the right leg back and make sure the wrists and the shoulders align, knees and hips align. I'm going to bring that right knee forward towards the nose, round the spine. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, round. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, round. Inhale. Walk the fingers forward, reach the heart forward a little bit, pull the elbows back, reach the chest down. Right leg comes up, lift the leg as high as you can, keep the arms next to the shoulders, and stretch the chin forward. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, pushing back, bring the knee back down. Walk the hands so the wrists and shoulders align. Puff up the back, find a cat pose, and stretch any area that you feel is a little tight. On your inhale, draw yourself into cow. Push your chest forward, shoulders are back. And come into neutral. Bring and extend the left leg up. Left knee towards the nose, around the spine. Exhale. And try to see, can the knee and the nose find each other? Maybe the forehead, if the nose finds it easy. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale. Reach the heart forward. Walk the fingers forward a little bit. Start to bend the elbows. Lower the heart down. Lift the leg up as high as you can. Keep the leg up. Pull the arms in. Lengthen the chest forward. Stay here 3. And 2. And 1. Pushing back up. Bring the knee down. Reach yourself back, child's pose. Walk your fingers forward and keep walking your fingers forward, finding your variation of melting heart. Walk your knees out a little bit wider, stretching into the arms. Try to bring the arm bones down towards the earth. Spread the fingers. Now pull your top rib towards your belly button. And start to undulate your spine a little bit forward until your shoulders are coming towards the wrists and the hips come down, but try to let the thighs come down first. Keep the arms straight, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, lift the chest, bend your elbows, and then press through the arms. See if you can lift up a little bit higher. Don't drop the head back, so keep the chest really long. Pull the shoulders down, ears are reaching up. And then pull the chin in towards the chest, ripple back. Find your melting heart. Maybe the thighs find each other, armpits might find the earth, and even the chest might find the ground. Maybe the gaze is towards the thumbs. Staying here for a breath or 2. Close your eyes if you can. Tap into where you feel, what you feel, how you feel. When you're ready, rippling forward again. Keeping the hands where they are. Pull the rib cage towards the pubic bone. Push the tops of the knees down, thighs, hips. Keep the arms straight. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Start to bring the elbows in and lower them down. And this time I'm going to reach those arms out, cactus. Bring the fingertips up towards the ground. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Press into the tops of the toes, the tops of the feet. Squeeze the glutes. Press the heart forward and see if you can lift the hands. Staying here for a breath. And then exhale, lower. We're going to stay down on the inhale. You're going to come up on the exhale, blow it out. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. And then exhale. Shh. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Inhale. Try to pull the arm bones back. Exhale. Shh. Lift the heart. Squeeze the thighs. Try to press the toes down. Back of the heart is reaching forward. Stay up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. I know that never gets easy. Take your hands to the ground. Curl your toes. Press into your tabletop. Wrists and shoulders align. Curl your tailbone up into your downward facing. And I know after we do those shalambasanas, downward facing feels like such an amazing pose. Bring your big toes together. Right leg comes up. Open your hip to the right. Keep your shoulders squared. See if you can gaze underneath your left arm. Maybe see the right toes. Rise up high onto the left toes. Pivot the left heel over. And I want you to see, can you take the right toes down? As you take the right toes down, touch them lightly and then bring the left hip all the way down to the ground. Think about shooting the right arm up. See if you can lengthen and push the heart open towards the side. When you're ready, right arm comes down, swing the right leg back around, and then just take the right leg in front of the left, finding this kind of a variation of side plank. Right arm is going to come down, left arm comes up, stretch the left arm forward, and this time point your left toes. We're going to take wild thing to the back, so take the wild thing, so the left toes come back, bring the left hip down, or right toes come back, left hip down. Inhale, stretch, reach the arm out. And then when you're ready, bring that left hand down and then swivel the left foot back through. Ripple yourself forward, chin in towards the chest, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Toes come together. Inhale the left leg. Open the hip to the left. Try to keep the shoulders squared and gaze underneath the right arm. Maybe you see the left toes. Rise up high onto the right toes. Press the right heel over towards the right side. And see as slowly as you can, how slowly can you bring the left toes to the earth. Bring the left hip all the way down. And then extend and reach the arm up. And see if you can stretch the left arm back. Bring the left hand down over towards the left side. Pivot the left foot in front of the right. Stay on the left hand, reach and extend the right arm up, and then stretch the right arm forward and stretch the right leg back. See about bending the knee. Take the right toes back behind you, lower the left hip, and then inhale, stretch, and see if you can find a little bit of a back bend. Think about the right hand coming down. Reposition yourself back into the center. Chin in towards the chest, ripple forward, find high plank, shoulders over the fingertips, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Rise up high onto the toes, bend the knees. Walk, jump, or float to the front of the mat. And then exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Reach the arms out towards the side slowly. Inhale, reach and extend the arms up, toes together. Maybe the eyes are closed. Exhale, take a moment, check in. Inhale, arms sweep out to the side. Extend the fingers, tighten the glutes. Exhale, lower. On your inhale, gaze forward, halfway lift. Jump back, either plank or chaturanga, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing. Right leg comes up. Open the hip to the right. Rise up high into the left toes. Bring the left heel over. Stretch the right toes, touch down. Left hip comes down. Wild thing to the left. Reach and extend. Maybe this time touch the finger to the ground. Right arm comes back through. Swivel, bring the right foot in front of the left. Stretch the left arm up and then forward towards the front and see if you can extend, just reaching the leg up. Think about bending the knee, placing the left leg over to the right, bringing that left hip down. Inhale, stretching up, reach and stretch back as far as you can. Think about bringing the left hand down, left leg comes back through. Find your downward facing. Chin in towards chest, ripple forward into plank. And then this time, bend your knees, find your dolphin pose. Now, if you need to drop your knees when you're doing this, we're going to come into a chaturanga. So from here, drop your belly in. I'm going to shift up onto the hands, find chaturanga. Upward facing. Back to chaturanga. Back to high plank. Dolphin pose. We're going to do that one more time. So dolphin pose, maybe rise up under the toes, bend the knees if you need to. Shift forward, chaturanga. High plank, dolphin pose. Nice. Toes come together. Stretch out the arms, find your downward facing. Inhale the left leg, open your hip to the left, bend your knee, flex your foot. Gaze underneath your right arm, press the left toes over to the right side, wild thing. Inhale, reach up, find your back bend, stretch back as far as you can. And then the left arm comes towards the left side and shoot the left leg in front. This time, stretch the right arm forward and just lift the right leg up. Keep stretching in opposition. Bend the right knee, take the right foot back behind you, find wild thing. So pivot down, gives you a little bit more explosive movement, and then you can find that back bend. Reach and extend the right arm forward and realign yourself into your downward facing. We're going to find that dolphin, so maybe one elbow down at a time or both elbows down. Draw your navel in, gaze forward towards your thumbs, shoot chaturanga. Plank pose, dolphin pose. One more time. So we're going to shift up on the toes, gaze forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, dolphin pose. Stay here for a breath. And then reach and straighten out the arms. Find your downward facing. Stay here another breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Rise up onto the toes, gaze between the thumbs. Walk or jump towards the front of the mat. And then softly exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, gaze forward. Exhale, bow. Stretch through the legs, push into the heels, squeeze the thighs, reach the arms up, drop the shoulders, exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out towards the side, drop the shoulders, exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze forward, halfway. Exhale, walk, jump, float back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Rise up onto your toes. Right leg comes up. Open your hip to the right. Bend your knee. Flex your foot. This time, right knee comes over towards the right tricep. And then take it towards the left tricep. And take it to the right tricep. Down to the right wrist. Over to the left wrist. Up to the left tricep. Back to the right tricep. One more of those. So wrist, wrist, tricep, tricep, and three-legged dog. Bring your right knee over towards the left tricep. Bring it down to the wrist, over to the right wrist, up to the right tricep, over to the left tricep, down to the left wrist, over to the right wrist, and up. And do one more, because 3 is that kind of magical number. And then reach the right leg up. Pivot the heel over towards the side. Find that wild thing. Right foot comes down. Reach the right arm up. Inhale. Shoot for that back bend. So keep stretching back. If you see the floor, touch the floor. Right arm comes through. Right foot pivots in front. Maybe side plank or automatically reach the left leg up. Bend the knee. Try to shoot the heart forward. Stretch the left toes back. Left toes barely touch. See if you can shoot right into your wild thing. Bring the left hand down. Left knee comes back through. Find your downward facing. Drop to your forearms. Find your dolphin pose. Shift forward. Find chaturanga. High plank. Dolphin pose. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dolphin. Inhale, straighten out. Find your downward facing. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Nice. This time, left leg comes up. Bring the left knee towards the tricep. Bring it over to the right tricep. Bring it over to the left knee, or left tricep, down to the left wrist, right tricep, left tricep. Left wrist, right tricep, left tricep. And do one more, always for good measure. And then place that leg back up, three-legged dog. Bring this time the left knee over towards the right tricep, down to the right wrist, over to the left wrist, up to the left tricep. So right tricep, wrist, tricep, right, left, shoot it back. Find your wild thing. Left foot comes over to the right side. Sink the hips. Lift up as high as you can and find. Maybe touch the ground. It's time the left hand comes down. Left leg shoots forward. Stretch the right arm forward. Right leg comes out. And try to find this immediate lift of both leg and arm. Stretch the toes back. Maybe just the big toe touches. And open up as much as you can. Push through the right leg. Maybe the hand finds the earth. Right hand comes down. Pivot back into that downward facing. Wrists and shoulders align. Drop into dolphin pose. Take a breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Shift forward to your chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. So in this one, we're going to do 5 of these. If you do not have 5 in you, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Do your number. And we're going to find that chaturanga. Plank, dolphin. Chaturanga, plank, dolphin. That's 2. Chaturanga, plank, dolphin. Chaturanga, plank, dolphin. Last one. Come on, you can do it. Chaturanga, plank, dolphin, downward facing. If you have a child's pose in your immediate future, feel free to take that now. Press your shoulders out or rest in your downward facing. 2 breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more nice deep breath on your own. Relax your jaw. Relax your face. Bring your big toes together, gaze towards the front of your mat. We're going to find our Utkatasana. So rise up on the toes, bend your knees, and as softly as you can, maybe heels towards bottom, jump to the top of the mat. Bring your knees together, heels together. Inhale, the arms reach up. Think about sinking down, Utkatasana, and come down maybe a little more than you think is comfortable. Try to align the hips. Maybe the knees are coming together, and keep sinking the tailbone down as you're reaching up, but don't come all the way down. That's the rest point. So find a place that is engaging with your legs. Reach your arms, shoulders are back. Reach the pinkies in, thumbs out. Stay here for a breath. And maybe close your eyes. And just feel. Now I'm going to bring the right fingertips down towards the right toe and barely touch the fingers, and see if you can stretch the left arm up. Now gaze down towards the left pinky toe and bring the left hand down and just stretch the right arm up. As you're here, reach yourself into a twisted pose. Bring your knees together. Take your hands in prayer. Thumbs towards the heart, left elbow comes right over. Stay in your chair. Try to push your weight back into your heels. Lift your heart. Maybe extend and reach the arms open. Fingers might touch again. Align the knees, align the hips. On your inhale, reach your arms. Sink down a little bit more that's comfortable. This time, the left fingertips are going to come down towards the pinky. Right arm comes up, stretch. Maybe gaze up towards the thumb. And then gaze down towards your right pinky toe. Bring that right hand down and inhale, reach and extend the left arm up. Squeeze the knees together. On your inhale, lift the arms. Take the hands towards the heart. Right elbow comes right into the knee. Align the hips, pull the navel in, gaze up. Embrace sometimes what's uncomfortable and see if you can go a different place. So instead of focusing on what is uncomfortable, what hurts, focus on what doesn't hurt, what isn't uncomfortable. Maybe open the arms. Find something new to focus on. When you're ready, reach your arms up. And then really slowly exhale, fold. Like you're holding on to that position just a little longer. Shake your head out. On your inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Find your Bakasana or your crow pose. So maybe that Kakasana, those arms are straighter. Bring the toes up, fly back any way that's comfortable. So if you're coming into a handstand from this, lifting up, come into handstand. If Chaturanga is where you are, feel free, Chaturanga or step back. When you're ready, come back, inhale, upward facing. Push your knees down, pull your tailbone back, reach your arms forward. Stretch yourself forward, find that deep cat pose, and then pull the bottom back, cow pose. Reaching forward, inhale. Exhale, stretch back. One more. Inhale, reaching forward. And then exhale, stretching back. Reach the arms forward a little bit. Extend the chest down. Find that melting heart. Keep the chest down. See if you have a little bit more extension. Maybe the chin comes down towards the earth. When you're ready, rippling forward. Walk your hands back in. I'm going to bring and extend to the right leg up, and this time I'm going to curl the left toes. Now I'm going to walk the fingers forward a little bit. I'm going to bend my elbows. I'm going to pull my heart forward, and I'm going to stretch my right leg up. Now if you have a little more, you can walk the knee in and stretch up a little bit more. Think about lengthening the chest. If you have a chin stand, maybe kicking up into that. Stay here for 5, 4. If you have cervical issues, do not come into chin stand. 2 and 1. Press yourself back. Take your right toes to the earth. Stretch the left leg up. Bring the left knee forward towards your nose. Round your spine. Step lightly between your thumbs. High lunge. Reach and extend the arms up. Draw the shoulders down. Bring the right knee down. Touch it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Shoot the arms back. Shift your chest forward. Push your weight forward into your left heel and rise up onto the right big toe. See if you can hold there, or maybe start elevating the right leg, but keep the right leg pulling back as you're pulling the heart forward and up. Stretch your fingers back and keep this bent knee position. Bring the right knee in towards you. Pull the knee in. Now we're going to come back down. I want you to stretch into that same position, like you're about to come back into the lunge, but you're not doing it. Inhale, stretching up. And then exhale, stretching back. Push the weight into the heel. Lift the chest forward. Last one. Inhale, coming up. Bring the knee up. And then exhale, push into the heel. Reach the chest forward. Stretch the toes back and see, can you hover the right toes off the earth? Bring the right toes back down. Inhale, find your lunge. And then turn and pivot. Find your warrior two position. Reach the arms out. And I'm going to stretch back into a bent knee position, coming down, kind of a half skandasana, and then reach forward. See how that feels for your body. If it feels okay, come down all the way into skandasana, and then stretch up into your warrior two. Shift back, skandasana. Warrior two. I'm going to bring that right arm all the way around. Right hand finds the earth. Pivot on the right toes. Left arm finds the sky. Pivot over towards the outside of the arches. So both arches are to the outside or the pinky knife edge. Use your left hand. Pull your left arm forward. Push off your left leg. And then bring your right hip down to the ground. Bend your right elbow. Reach your right fingers back towards your left toes, or left hand towards your left toes. Reach forward. And then pull left arm towards the back leg. Inhale. Stretch. And exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, take it down. Bring your toes back to the front. Take your hands round your back. Press through your back right toes and see if you can bring your left heel in and hover here. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in your plank. Stretch your leg back. Lift your heart, lower down. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, pressing back. Nice. Bring your knees down. Take your hands so your wrists and shoulders align. This time your right leg is going to come up. Lift your heart, open your hip for a moment, and stretch the right leg up towards the sky. Open the right hip and move the right leg generously. And then bring the right knee down, square the hips, round the back, lifting up. Inhale, coming forward, left leg extends. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Maybe walk the hands forward. Curl the back right toes. Bend your elbows. Reach your chest forward. And you're going to bring your hands in a little bit closer to the chest. Now I'm going to pull my shoulders forward. Maybe hop this knee in a little bit. I'm going to keep lifting the left leg up and stretch your chin towards the front of the mat. Reach your toes up as high as you can. If you have a chin stand, feel free to pop up to that. Breathe. Open the heart, open the chest. Squeeze the arms in. And inhale. Right toes stay down. Left leg lifts. Bring the foot back down. Nice. Bring your knee down. Sink back for a moment. Take your hands to your heart, thumbs pressed to your chest. And just kind of settle in, check where you are. When you're ready, hands come down. And you're going to take your left leg out. Let's open that hip on the left for a moment. Stretch out the left hip, but just by rotating it a little. And then maybe bringing the knee forward, rotating it the other direction. And then plant the left knee down. Think about stretching the right leg long. And as you do this, stretch the leg long, walk the fingers forward. I'm going to curl the left toes, bend the elbows, stretch the heart down. And so this time I'm stretching that right leg up as high as I can and stretch towards the sky. Maybe bring the knee in a little bit more. Stretch the chin forward, maybe popping up into that other opportunity for a chin stand. When you're ready, stretch back, left toes stay curled. Press the right leg back, find your three-legged dog. Rise up high onto your left toes, bring your knee forward towards your nose, round your spine, and this time step the right foot between the thumbs. On your inhale, find your lunge pose, reach your arms up, sink down. So I'm going to bring that back knee down, double bent lunge, touch the back knee down. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, sinking down. Inhale, lengthen one more time. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale, lengthen. And I'm going to stretch my arms back. And as I stretch my arms back, I'm going to reach my chest forward. Now pull your shoulders back and lighten up on the left toe as much as you can. Right leg is going to do the supporting. And then keep the knee bent. Barely lift the leg up off the ground. So working into the glute, pulling the chest forward, pull the left toes in opposition, pull the fingers back. Bend your knee, bring the left knee up, standing pose, maybe hug the knee. Start to bend the right knee, stretch the left toes back. So I'm not trying to come into warrior three. I'm trying to come into this almost lunge, as low as I can, ribs towards thighs. On your inhale, power through your strong right leg. Push your hip forward. Last one, we're going to hold here. Stretch your left toes back. Stretch your heart forward. Pull your navel in. Embracing that wobble. Pull the shoulders back. And as lightly as you can, touch the toes down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Find that little bent lunge. Straighten out and then open into your warrior two. Reach the arms out a little bit. Stretch the hands out a little further. And we're going to sink forward, come up just a little bit. So I'm going to come back into Skandasana. And then press yourself warrior two. If you're able to come all the way back, shift yourself back, full Skandasana. Stretch forward into warrior two. Press back, Skandasana. Press back, warrior two. Almost done. Skandasana. Stretch back, warrior two. As you're here, left arm comes forward, left hand comes down, right arm comes up, stretch up towards the sky. Think about pivoting to the outer arches, bend your left elbow, bring your hip down, reach your right hand towards your back leg. Inhale, shoot your arm forward and try to push through your right heel. And then exhale, stretch the arm back. Inhale, pressing forward. Exhale, stretching back. Inhale, pressing forward. Last one, remember to bend that left elbow. And then pressing the leg forward. I'm going to stretch the left toes back, round the back as much as you can, and hold as you lift the leg. 5, 4, tighten core. 3, 2, and 1. Stretching back. It's time. Bring the right leg down. Bring the knees down. Bring the hands in a little bit more. Lift the heart, lift the chest. And then exhale, round. We're going to curl the left toes, stretch and extend the right leg forward. Walk the hands. This is a second opportunity on the right side. Start to bend the elbows, lean forward a little bit, and pull the heart down. Stretch the right leg up as high as you can. Stretch your chin forward. Maybe hop this knee in a little bit more. Maybe take the toes in. Keep stretching the chest, finding extension. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push yourself up and melt into your child's pose. And then when you're ready, coming into a seated pose. And just check in. Notice the heat in your body. Take your right hand, take it to the outside of the left thigh. Take your left hand to your hip, gaze over your left shoulder, and pull your shoulder blades together in the back. Squeeze your knees, keep your hips on the same plane. When you're ready, coming back to the center, and take the left hand to the outside. Right hand comes to the back of the hip, And instead of the shoulders kind of being forward, think about pulling the shoulders back. Expand the collarbone. Maybe gaze over the right shoulder. So finding just sometimes these different twists. Bring yourself forward, finding a reclined or a child's pose. Sink your body down really small. Forehead comes down towards the earth and extend the hands back behind you. Take the hands, interlock, right thumb over the left, and extend the arms up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the shoulders. Bring the hands back down to the earth. Extend the arms forward, stretch the fingers. Bring that right arm underneath the left. Try to drop it down to the shoulder and then face the right palm so it's facing up. Cactus the arm on the left as though you're about to lay down and use your hand like a pillow. When you're ready, uncactus the left arm. Stretch both arms forward. And lengthen the back of your spine. Pull your belly in like you're trying to get just a little smaller. And then bring your left arm under and then flip your palm. Try to bring your shoulder down and then cactus the right arm. And then see if you can twist a little bit more. And in some of these poses, I don't need to come into my deepest pose in every situation. I need to sometimes find something that's different. Something I feel that's a little new. And when you're ready, bring your hands back down. Round your spine up. Take your feet over towards the side. Bring and extend the legs forward. And as slowly as you can, come down about halfway. I'm going to pull into the lower navel. I'm going to keep the body rounded like I'm trying to push the lower back down. Now, as you're here, I want you to blow out through your mouth and go and pull the belly down. We're going to do 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Push the lower spine down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower more of the spine. So this time, try to get the lower spine down. We're going to come up on the exhale. So it's shh, 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 shh. Now lower spine is down. Shh, shh. 10, 9, 8, 7. Hug the lower spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. And this is where my battery pack is like, I'm right there. So allow your knees to come up towards the sky. Take your lower back down, grab onto both knees, and just move any way that feels good in your body. We've done a lot of back bends. We've done a lot of twisting. And so if it feels good and comfortable in your body, then allow yourself to come into Shavasana. Allow yourself to just release and let go. And maybe notice a little change, a little difference from where you started your practice today. If you give yourself an opportunity, stay here as long as you can, at least a minute. We need balance in our practice, and if we don't have the opportunity to rest, then our muscles, our mind, nothing grows. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. And namaste.